You think I'll let you zone?
We start in a school where our protag Yuji is in the public moral committee's room wondering how he got there, and is told by the upperclassman that is in charge that she is going to eat his soul. So no hard feelings, alright? Yuji doesn't understand, and he comes face to face with the daughter of Beelzebub, the demon of gluttony, Kanan, the gourmet demon. She's gained control of the school so she can eat all the souls she desires, but he should consider it an honor to be eaten by her, and our man Yuji, with no shame at all, is ready to be gobbled up by this hottie. But it seems that there's a bit of a misunderstanding, as Yuji thinks his senpai, because it was a dream of his to have hot kinky cosplay sex with a gorgeous girl like her, so he's really into it. Kanan starts to freak out because Yuji didn't believe that she's a demon, so much so that he's already stripping so she can use this to her advantage, because what kind of demon would make the beast with two backs with their food? We find out that Kanan is a 1,000-year-old virgin. Yuji is about to get it on when Kanan tries to blue ball him by saying shouldn't they only do it if they like each other, and without skipping a beat, Yuji says that he's deeply in love with her. For the first time in over 1,000 years, Kanan has never been told someone loves her, as she was only focused on eating souls. Kanan starts to freak out because Yuji looks hot to her now. And will this human be her first rodeo to do the nasty? Yuji, not affectionate at all, asks that could she start with the BJ first if that's all they have time for. She refuses. Yuji has his priorities on a checklist and downgrades to a handy, and it's still a no. Then how about they date first then? Kanan agrees to start dating, but what kind of demon dates their food? And the scoreboard is human 1, demon 0. A bit later we see what Kanan does as a student. She is the president of the Public Morals Committee, smart, a bombshell, and highly athletic. Kanan is relishing in the fact that she has all these delicious souls to herself, that is until Yuji barges in asking to walk home together. Kanan can't believe that a daughter of Beelzebub formed a lover's contract with a human and wants to know why she should want to spend time with him. Kanan gets hot and bothered by the simple answer that Yuji is her boyfriend. Kanan decides to play along, but she won't be a pushover in the relationship, and she'll make sure that Yuji knows that she wears the pants in this lover's contract. They try to walk home, but the so-called demon is embarrassed to be seen walking home with a boy. Yuji understands and asks Kanan to walk right next to him holding hands so she feels safe, but the virgin princess freaks out because if she holds hands with Yuji, he'll get her pregnant, and she fantasizes that Yuji is pushing her against the wall and aggressively holding her hand until she gets preggers. What actually happens is Kanan puts a leash around Yuji's hands and pulls him. She asks if he loves how she holds his hand, and Yuji says this is amazing because he can't wait to be dyed in her colors. What kind of sweet pillow talk will she whisper to him to make his body and soul hers? Yuji's down bad for this demon girl. Kanan freaks out about the misunderstanding, as that's not what she meant at all, and runs away. Continuing from last chapter, Kanan is pissed that Yuji has never left her alone and has been throwing her off from eating souls. We cut to a few months ago in the demon world where Kanan wants to ask her father a question. Beelzebub wants her to sit down and pig out with him, but she's not in the mood. Instead, she wants to know if she can go to the human realm to find something tasty to eat, because nothing she eats currently tastes good to her. What she decides to eat that she knows might taste better than actual food is human souls, but she knows it won't be easy to make them hand over the souls. Beelzebub says he's done that before and had to come back home after a while because he got in trouble. Kanan's heard the story hundreds of times, but will make it work. Before she leaves, Beelzebub asks if she's eaten with someone before, and she says she hasn't, as that would ruin the food. Beelzebub hopes his daughter finds what she's looking for soon in the human realm. Back to the present, and Kanan is being overwhelmed by Yuji's love, and he tries to get her attention because she's been pulling him for the longest time and wouldn't stop walking. She freaks out because she'll be seen as a weird, super clingy stalker girlfriend. Yuji doesn't mind the dragging as it made him feel like a pampered and loved pet, but Kanan screams at him for thinking that she's into pet roleplay. She unties Yuji and he wants to try something at the park with her, but she fantasizes that he wants to push her down by a tree. Yuji actually just wants to eat croquettes in the park with her. Kanan is suspicious and asks what did he put in the food, but Yuji just wants to eat them with her, so just try it. She asks where the sauce is, but Yuji thinks that's disrespectful towards the food and goes on a long rant about croquettes. Kanan didn't realize how talkative he is and thinks he's really dorky and a cute way to talk so much about food. Homegirl relents and tries the food. For the first time in a while, food actually tastes delicious, but wonders what changed after food tasting like nothing for so long. Yuji says the croquettes taste taste great because they were eating them together probably. Kanan remembers when she said eating alone was the way to go, but thinks a little differently now that eating together makes things taste a little bit better.